Welcome to Dad's DeFi space. I'm Kevin, and I'm so grateful you took a moment out of your day to spend it with me, your guide to everything crypto and DeFi. What if you could trade your future crypto yield like it was a stock? What if that passive income wasn't just sitting, but working harder right now? Welcome to my channel. And if you're into DeFi, yield farming, and trading, or just looking for the next big innovation in crypto, you have come to the right place. But before we begin, remember none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Today, we're going to be diving into Pendle Finance, the DeFi protocol turning yields into a tradable asset. This isn't just about making money, it's about unlocking strategic income opportunities and new ways to hedge like never before. And yield derivatives is a huge part of the traditional finance derivative market, and Pendle Finance on the Ethereum network has positioned itself to take on that capital. So, what is Pendle Finance? Pendle Finance is a protocol, and the Pendle token is their governance token. And they allow traders to take calculated bets on yield and yield derivatives. Now, Pendle splits yield bearing tokens into two separate tokens, a PT or principal token and a YT or yield bearing token. So the PT token holds the base value. So the PT tokens allow you to maintain the principal capital, or excuse me, your principal, while earning yield. Now, the yield token or YT token represents future possible yield on that token. This allows an investor to take calculated bets on how yield may change over time. So, why does Pendle really matter and what is their value proposition? First and foremost, in this space, it would be fixed income within DeFi. And we'll take a look at some positions in a minute. You can earn predictable yields on chain and buy PTs for stability. Now, the YTs are for those who like a little bit more volatility, or they're in it and have a little bit higher risk tolerance, but high risk, high reward. YTs allow you to take a little bit more risk for a little bit more reward. So the second proposition is yield speculation, betting on rising and falling APYs, opening up hedges to different positions and other arbitrage strategies. You can also integrate with Pendle Finance also can integrate with other protocols like Contango, where you can leverage and loop positions. We'll make a video on Contango in the future. For our third value proposition is capital efficiency. You can sell your yield up front for instant profit and split positions between safety and another version or derivative of Ethereum. You may build leverage strategies with both PTs and YTs, and they even allow you to use the YTs to farm for points. You can also go half and half and provide liquidity for a PTYT liquidity pool. I do like this strategy because you get a little bit of both worlds. And fourth, we have diverse asset support. It supports liquid staking tokens, stable coins such as SUSD and USDM, synthetic BTCs, and many others. Said, nope, shouldn't have bought it. The fifth value proposition for Pendle is it generates real yield and real income. This is due to swap fees within the protocol, YT spreads, governance incentives, and the emission decay ends in 2026. This token seems to be built for long-term sustainability. Now, of course, I have no idea. I'm just a guy who likes to research these coins in this space, but this one is making money. This one is being used. This is also a token that will make sense to others coming into this space who were part of traditional finance, I am saying I see the value proposition in Pendle. Now, the Pendle token itself can be staked for governance. So the token does have some utility. You can lock tokens to vote on different emission rates. You can boost your rewards through vote escrow models, very similar to Curve Finance. And the Pendle token allows for fee revenue sharing within the protocol. So you have governance, incentives and rewards, emission control and sustainability, fee revenue sharing, and it allows for liquidity and ecosystem participation. This makes the token usable. When you're on Coin Market Cap looking at the metrics of Pendle Finance has a market cap now of about 905 million. It's down about 3% on the day. And the unlocked market cap is 1.37 billion. So the fully diluted value is sitting at 1.2 or 1.52 billion dollars, and has this protocol a total value locked of over $9 billion. The fact that there is more total value locked than the value of the token itself makes me somewhat bullish. Here, if you're with me, I'm going to take a look at the Pendle chart. But right now, I want to have a discussion about tokenomics. We are looking at Crypto Rank, which is an excellent site to look and research tokenomics for different tokens. We're going to take a look at Pendle Finance. You can get just as much information here as we can on CoinMarketCap. You can add tokens, create a portfolio, add alerts, the chart, because TradingView is completely integrated on this. But it even allows us to research arbitrage opportunities and look up historical data and news. But what we are going to check is two different things. Number one, I want to take a look at fundraising. Now, if you take a look at fundraising, it'll show you how much was raised during different private rounds. And you can see the tokenomics that came about from these rounds. So, for example, now, it looks like the public sale was 5%. The team, 22%, which is not too bad. Liquidity incentives, and if liquidity and getting farming those Pendle rewards, that's 37%. The private was 15, and the ecosystem fund that's allocated is 9%. And there were about four rounds, or excuse me, four funding rounds, and Binance launch pool when Pendle was launched, but that was only 1.78% of the supply, as you can see here. We're going to now take a look at token unlocks and vesting. Take a look inside the vesting tab. You have this pie chart that hopefully will show it a little better. The main concern is going to be the team at 22% and the private round at 15%. The rest, not too much. If you take a look here, they're showing you the unlock schedule. And right now we are sitting way over here. And what do you notice? There are no unlocks whatsoever, pretty much, except, never mind. So now that we are in 2025, basically all of our unlocks have occurred. This is good. That means we don't have a bunch of VCs to dump on us. Yeah, I'm not. Now, for those of you all who stayed with us long enough, we're going to take a look at the Pendle chart on TradingView. Taking a look at the Pendle chart, we're looking at the weekly, and we can see that we are now taking a look at the Pendle chart. Basically, believe it or not, as much as it pumped back in the beginning of 2024, chart been range bound for the last year and a half. basically between 673 and $2.28. Now, what's really interesting, if you take a look at this on the weekly, is if I put on that bull market support band, what do you notice? It's heavily over the bull market support band. What's even better is if you compare Pendle to ETH, because you want to make sure that your altcoins are outperforming Ethereum. Well, we were outperforming Ethereum, but now we are below the bull market support band. So that would mean Ethereum is outperforming ETH. Excuse me. We have had a stochastic RSI cross on the weekly on July 28th. So it's kind of what's going to happen next, Pendle, because I actually think this one could perform very well this cycle. The charts look somewhat bullish compared to at least most altcoins. And I actually think that Pendle has a real value proposition. So let's take a look at some of the opportunities that exist on Pendle Finance. First and foremost, there are three things we can invest in on Pendle Finance to earn yield. Okay. First and foremost, you can check out, hold on. Right now, we're just looking, we'll go to Ethereum and we're on the Ethereum network, right? And I wanted to show you some of the different opportunities that exist. Like, for example, right here, this is USDE. And this particular PTYT, you can earn a fixed rate PT yield of 14.21%. This is very similar to like buying a CD. Earn a fixed rate yield over a fixed rate of time. There's 37 days left on this one. At the same time, you can also earn points, not with the PT, but with the YT. And then you can also provide liquidity. The yield is 19%. That's mainly because it's getting some of the incentives, points farming. I'll talk about that in a minute. This one, this SUSDE, has a fixed rate yield of 11% on your stables that you would deposit. This is Uni BTC, very yield on that one, but you have options to look for yield opportunities either through PT token or YT token in the Bitcoin network, the Ethereum network, the Athena, Hype. There are RWA on here that I could show you. See, they have syrup ones and it has a 5x drip, 9.26% yield. The AP yield is actually 10% because you're also getting that drip. This is, I see TradFi really using Pendle or another protocol similar to Pendle to earn yield on their assets. Now, I'm going to go to my Pendle dashboard. Now, we have a REUSDE position that we're providing liquidity through an LP. It's earning 17% yield. And then we get to farm a little bit of the terminal airdrop, although that's not why I'm really playing this one. This is a $400 position that I'm holding on to just to earn some yield on, provide some liquidity, earn some Pendle. I add to it as I take any profits on Ethereum. I just started one not too long ago. And this is on the base network, a yield optimizer ETH. It's earning a 1x points on the possible airdrop and has a 0.4 Ethereum value. Not that much, but this one, current implied is 8%. It has been dropping. I am down on that position about 8%, but that's just how it is sometimes. So before we finish, there are risks to consider with Pendle Finance. First and foremost, the complexity. There could be a slow adoption curve. It's a little difficult to understand the whole PT providing liquidity. It can be for those not used to this space. The Pendle token also has high inflation, 7 to 8% annually. DeFi market volatility can also affect the value and APYs. But there are many strategies that we can explore through Pendle Finance. You can join AMM liquidity pools, stake or lock Pendle for boosted emissions and try to farm some Pendle token. Build structured products or PTYT trading, or even use Pendle across other chains. So to maximize exposure, right? You got Base, Optimism, Barachain, Mantle, Hyper, Arbitrum. There's lots of different options. So I kind of truly, I believe that Pendle is more than innovation. It could be a paradigm shift in this space. And as crypto matures, tools like Pendle are going to bring structure, predictability, and yield strategies to this space. So the question isn't if, it's going to be when am I going to add more Pendle to my DeFi stack? So if you like content like this, please like and subscribe, ping that notification bell, and share this video with anyone out there who'd like to understand more about Pendle Finance and what they may or may not be investing into. Please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives and DeFi Alpha, and drop a comment. Are you trading yield on Pendle yet? Are you still stacking tokens the old school style? And remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and check out our Telegram group, our webpage, dadsdefispace.org, and find me over on X, CryptoZone 101013. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.